A dream that will need all the love you can give. Every day of your life, for as long as you live.
Hi, this is CraftyBabs and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to give you a little demonstration of this wonderful tool. Not really a tool, but something I use for my backgrounds on my cards and in my scrapbooking. It's not exactly new, but I've had these for many years, but I thought I'd show you how wonderful they can make your whole exciting crafting experience just burst like fireworks. These are the Ken Oliver Color Burst colors. It's a fine powder, and when you drop it on your paper or your watercolor paper, it just exactly what it says, it bursts. So I'm going to demonstrate and let you see that right before your very eyes. I'm going to make some backgrounds that I would put on my cards. This is a 5.5 by 4 1/4 size A2 cards. It fits right over an A2 size backing, and I'm going to let you see the excitement. So I'm going to pick a couple of colors, and there are many methods, but there's two I'm going to show you today. And the first one is just to drop and let the powder, I don't know if you can see that, it's just little fine, tiny, barely your naked eye can see it, but just, oh, that was a lot, that squirt. I've got another watercolor behind what I'm working on, so that if it overruns, then I can still use what is as scrap paper really is going to be other cards. So this is the purple, and I'm going to add, I think maybe blue to that. Let you see the magic. Okay, a little fine powder. Doesn't look like much, but boy, wait till you see. Now I kind of went overboard right there. You're going to see what happens when I add water to it. All right, spray bottle. Let me move this out of the way just a little bit. Are you ready? Ooh, isn't that nice? Really like fireworks. All across the paper. Now it depends on how much you saturate the paper, whether you want to make a pattern and let it roll around. I didn't put much on the much water on the card, but let me show you something else I've discovered. Table salt or sea salt adds crystals to your background. So that's what I'm going to do, is just apply a little bit of salt, and it will absorb it and make it sparkle. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now that's applying the Color Blast to a dry sheet of watercolor paper. You don't need watercolor paper, it works on regular cardstock. I'm not sure of how many others that it will apply to, but this is my first example, and I'm going to put it aside and show you the next technique. Okay, another 5.5 by 4 1/4. This time I'm going to wet it, saturate it pretty well. Ooh, I actually got some on there, just I'm not sure how, maybe from the other paper. See that? It's already working. Now I put this background paper, see, I can actually use that too, but let me go ahead and show you. I saturated it pretty well, And I think I'm going to use maybe green and yellow. Woo! Look at that. I like it. You can sit and play with it. Kids would enjoy this as long as they're not too heavy with it. And it's lasted me a long, long time. Okay, so there's the green, and I can actually see some of the blue coming out of the green. I'm going to apply the yellow. Show you. Lemon yellow. See the yellow? I can barely see it, but I see it once it's saturated. Okay. And again, I have droplets of water on here. Well, you can see that water. You can roll that around your card, make other rivers, and just play with it. It's like drip painting. Okay, you see how it's moving around there? Right? Hold it up this way. Way. Okay. And then I'm going to add, showed you before, you can also put glue on here first and then put your color burst on there, your salt, and the glue gives it kind of a 3D effect. All right. See the little sparkle? Now this will dry and a lot of that salt will come off. Not all of it, but a lot of it will. It just gives it a wonderful effect. You see this is still moving over here? And you can just play with it and have fun. Okay? Let me show you some of the explosions I did previously, and I will be using them on cards. So let me put this aside so it can dry. Okay. And the other one. This I did with just distress ink as a background. That's another YouTube video I will do. And here's another yellow green. And I look at this and I can actually see a little flower impression on there that I could take a black pen and draw around it. Or I could use this for a die cut for a frog or whatever you can create in your head. I'm going to also show you a couple more that I've done, different colors. Okay. You see the shine? This salt is actually dried on there. Turn this just a hair. See? But there's salt there, there, and there, and there. Okay. The yellow and red. This one. Just played with it. Went crazy playing. And I want to just sort of like show and tell. Show you some of the others that I just wanted to see the color combination. And a couple more things before I leave you. This is one that, again, I sat there and looked at the pattern that it made, and my eyes saw a flower. And that's all I did was took a Sharpie and drew around it with the little stem. And another couple of patterns I saw and drew around. So I can put that just like it is on a card, or whatever your creation can come up with. I wanted to also show you that I have a white flower. Started out as white, I did one little squirt with the purple, and you see what it did. And I normally put a magnet, not a pin, but I put a magnet on the back, which is what I have on my lapel. Let me show you real quick. Right here, so that it doesn't tear my shirt. And I'm going to play with these some more, all the different colors. Now, Ken Oliver has come out with an additional set since I bought this many years ago. So I encourage you, it'll last forever, it seems like, because I've been using these for many years. I'm glad you joined my YouTube demonstration. I want you to know that I also appear daily on twitch.tv/CraftyBabs, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. United States time. And please subscribe before you leave, and thank you for joining me, and I hope to come up with more things to share with you in the future. God bless. Bye-bye.
A dream that will need all the love you can give.